Go to Connor, who's a Fulham fan. Connor.
Hello, lads.
How are you, mate? You okay? Connor, look, What did you make of Fulham tonight? We've been flying in the league, doing well, but it was a poor performance, really, in the end. It ran out of ideas in the second half.
I know, Jason, Jamie, look, I've been the first to sing Fulham praises. Sorry, lads. First of all, hello, how you both doing? All right?
Yeah, good, Con.
Thank you very much. Yeah, as I said, I've been the first to sing Fulham's praises all season and still sing Silver's praises as well. But today, the substitutions, I've been crying out for Solomon ever since he's come back fit. He come on for the last 10 minutes when Willian and Bobby Reid, they didn't really do nothing all game. Come on in the 10 minutes, looked sharp and done more in the 10 minutes than they did all game. I think Pereira had a mare. Polina was lucky not to get sent off as well. I think Silva should have taken him off before he even gave the rest of time to think about it. Yeah. It was just flat, lads. And I think if we play like that, we're going to find ourselves dropping down.
Right, Connor, I love the fact that as a Fulham fan, you come on moaning about a home defeat against a side that was in a Champions League final 3 or 4 years ago, which is brilliant. But actually, I think what you've got to do, you've got to take stock of where you are, what's happened to this football club over the last 3 or 4 years, up and down. You've got a manager that's got you in and around European places. I think you just got to sometimes accept that you are still just Fulham and you come up tactically against a manager that can bore the teeth out of anyone. And that's what he's done. He's got the result. And I think you have to look at that and just say, do you know what? Today we come up against a stubborn side that they got a brilliant striker in Kane. The difference between the two sides was very little first half. Once Spurs got the noses in front, you actually kind of ran out of ideas.
And I get that. And the one thing that I was annoyed about with the goal was that Kane for me is the best striker in the world, hands down. And he had the time to get the ball, turn and just pick his corner. Like the whole game, we just looked flat. And I think, as Dan, the Fulham fan, he said that stadium was flat, the atmosphere was flat. And I think if the fans were like we were against Chelsea at home, the stadium was rocking, the players would have felt that, and that everything just seemed off today. And I'm not too sure what sort of happened the last couple of games.
Are you moaning about the fans again, Connor?
I am, mate.
You're one of them, Connor. You're one of them.
No, I'll say that me and my old man, my old man's been a season ticket holder for 50 plus years. I've been a season ticket holder since I was 3, and we go home and away every game. And
give me a song. Give me a song, Connor.
Give me a song, yeah?
Go on.
Right. We are Fulham. We are Fulham. We are Fulham. FFC. We are Fulham. Super Fulham. We are Fulham. I won't sing the rest. You know what I mean?
Connor, top man, thanks for your call. Let's go to Richard, who's an Arsenal fan. All right, Rich?
It's Heathrow Rich.
How are you going, boys? All right?
Yeah,
all
good,
right,
Rich. What are you phoning up for? What do you want? You coming on to gloat, are you?
Well, actually, I was going to stick up for you. I was going to stick up for you.
Go on.
Careful, Rich, careful.
The ice cream. Oh no, I was very careful. The ice cream that phoned up that said about you being at ex-Arsenal Academy wasn't Harry Kane ex-Arsenal Academy.
I don't know what he's going on about, mate. I can't be dealing with numpties like that.
I just wanted to say, because I had an argument. I was having a really bad argument with someone last week when he's going on about Harry Kane and that he's beaten Thierry Henry's record and blah blah blah. And I went, I don't even know he can speak about both players in the same breath. When you look at what Henry's won, and when you look, we had the worst striker that ever kicked a football in this country, I think, Yaya Sanogo, right? And he has won an FA Cup. He's won more trophies than Harry Kane. Harry Kane is one of the best strikers this country's ever turned out, as much as I dislike him and who he plays for. But it would be a travesty if he goes to his grave. All of his goals mean nothing unless he wins a Premier League. To be the Premier League top scorer, like Alan Shearer only won one Premier League, right? But at least he won it. All those
I don't know,
goals,
Rich. I think if you score all them goals and you become the Premier League all-time record goal scorer, I think that holds more weight than having a Premier League title.
I can't agree how because the thing is, you can never take that away from you. Alan Shearer, his record can be taken away from him, but his Premier League title never.
No, but how many people have won a Premier League? How many people have got the? How many footballers have won a Premier League that actually aren't anywhere near as good as Alan Shearer? But Alan Shearer, whatever you say, Alan Shearer right now
he's got legendary status
is
forever.
top dog. And that you can take it away, but it'll never be in the shadow. He'll always be in.
Chase, if he has a grandkid or something like that, right? And by the time he does, someone like, I don't know, someone surpasses his record, right? And so I was the Premier League's record scorer, but I'm not anymore, and I've got no medals. If you've got a medal, you can show it to your kid. You
can show him the 300 goals you scored in the Premier League.
But they didn't amount to anything. They mean nothing. They mean nothing for England and nothing.
But they mean something for him personally.
Not as much
and he goes down and he's a legend of the game forever.
Jamie, let me ask you this. So you'll probably say it because you're a Tottenham fan and you're used to not winning anything, right? But in reality, all of you played at the highest level, and Jason played at the highest level, and everyone that you've had in there has played at the highest level. Ask them, surely, it means something to win something, to have a medal, to be the best at something.
But he is the best if he gets the Premier League record goal scorer. He's the best goal scorer the Premier League's ever seen. He's got the most goals.
Look, we've had the fastest man in the world. Carl Lewis was the fastest sprinter ever. But now, he's just a distant memory.
You still remember his name? Still remember his name? Still talking about him?
You've got to win something.
Okay, let me ask you this then. To really dumb this down, let's say there's a player out there, and there probably is, that's played 7 Premier League games, and they won a Premier League medal, right? I can't name them. Would you rather that Premier League medal
or be 16 to get medal?
Okay, I don't know if it's true anymore. I think it's changed.
I think
it's changed. So anyway, listen, the point still stands. Let's say 16 games, or be the greatest goal scorer the Premier's ever seen.
Yeah.
No. 16 games, no goals. All from the bench. All from the bench, Rich.
I'm saying, what? I'm saying you've got to win something. You've got to win something. You've got to win something for yourself, not just for the record books, for yourself.
Rich, you know Cole Lewis, he won 9 Olympic gold medals.
Yeah.
That's right. Didn't he win 4 in one Olympic? He won 4.
We're saying he's a distant memory. He won 9 Olympic gold medals.
He won the long jump. He won 200, 100, and the relays.
But I remember when he was the fastest man on the planet. But now Usain Bolt's the fastest man on the planet. But they both won things. What I'm saying is there's been other people that have broken world records, right? They've broken world records, but you don't know who they are because they never won anything.
People still talk about Jesse Jackson, right? Jesse James.
No, Jesse Owens.
Jesse Owens. There you go. Jesse Owens was an outlaw, wasn't he?
I don't know who he was.
Jesse Owens won 4 gold medals.
Jesse Owens, yes. Yes, it was in the Berlin
Olympics.
That's right, Berlin.
Yeah, so that's why he's a historical figure.
Jesse Jackson was a.
Where are we going with this?
Jesse Jackson, I think he was a MP. He was a reverend in the States, and I think the other guy I mentioned was a gangster and an outlaw back in it was a character of the Cowboys. Honestly, that's.
Rich, top man, thanks for your call anyway.
I got my Jessies mixed up.
You have. Well, you always get things mixed up.
I got my Jessies. It's easily done.
You need a coffee.
Get your Jessies mixed up.